everyone. My name is Sarah Van Zanten, and I am 21 years old. I'm a college student at Chapman University. I am Jewish. I come from a loving family, and I am a survivor of teen dating violence. As one who has survived the trauma of abuse, I joined the ranks of thousands of young women who never believed it could happen to me. What most people don't know is that 1 in 3 teens will experience teen dating violence. Let me share part of my story. We were 15 years old and attended the same high school. Like most relationships, initially things were great. As time went on, however, it began to bother me that he called so much, always wondering where I was and whom I was with. He didn't let me hang out with my friends that were guys or pursue my own individual activities. I could feel myself losing my power, but on the other hand, it felt good to have someone wanting to spend so much time with me. His controlling behavior escalated. He had a bad temper, and he drank a lot. I was scared of him, but I wasn't ready to explain our relationship to my friends and family. He was physically and emotionally abusive, yet I forgave him when he hurt me. The behavior continued, and each incident ended with him buying me flowers. When my mother asked why he gave them to me, I was too embarrassed to tell her the real reason. She knew that he must have done something wrong, but didn't want to press the issue and push me further away. Things continued to deteriorate. He insisted on knowing where I was at all times and wanted to be with me all the time. He criticized and made fun of my friends. I became more and more isolated. During a break at school one day, I hid from him, knowing he was drunk and out of control. I hid near my Spanish class because I had that next. He found me and threw me up against the lockers. He told me I would never be able to hide from him, so I shouldn't even try. When I tried to run into my class, he slammed me into the classroom door. My teacher pretended not to notice. However, word got around, and my boyfriend finally got called into the office and suspended for 3 days for being drunk on campus. There was no punishment for his abuse towards me. I was afraid, so for those 3 days, I ignored his constant calls, text messages, and instant messages. But I did receive lots of flowers. Flowers can make a girl feel special, and once again, I rationalized. This boy was my life. We spent all of our time together. And I had already lost so many friends because of this relationship. If I broke up with him, I would have to explain to everyone why I had stayed with him as long as I did, and I wasn't ready to explain that to anyone yet. Nobody would understand. So I forgave him and decided to give him one last chance. At a party a short time later, he kicked me as hard as he possibly could, and I was knocked unconscious. Everyone at the party was too afraid to call an ambulance or an adult because my boyfriend was under the influence and underage. I was unconscious for 6 hours with a severe concussion and 2 bruised ribs. The next morning, I finally told my family, and my mom immediately called the police, and he was sent to juvenile hall. At school on Monday morning, everyone was gossiping about me, and upset for what I did to him. People said that I had gone too far by calling the police. Things became unbearable at school. My house was egged repeatedly, and the final straw occurred when his best friend threatened my life. I left my high school and never returned. During the next 2 weeks, while searching for a new school, I spent time volunteering at my temple where I felt safe and loved, surrounded by wonderful, supportive people who I had known my whole life. I decided then to learn more about relationship violence and the networks of support that are available to victims of abuse. For the past 6 years, I've been speaking out and making a difference. I've come to realize what a significant problem teen dating violence is. I've learned that abusers can crush your self-esteem. I know that because of the hidden nature of teen dating violence, there's an increased risk to its victims. And because many adolescents normalize violence and abuse within their relationship, the problem is even more difficult to solve. That's why organizations like JWI are critically needed and why their teen dating violence programs are so important. As you saw in the video, JWI programs dispel the myth that abuse doesn't happen in the Jewish community. JWI programs make a difference. After showing a JWI training video to my temple, people started to talk and perceptions began to change. And just as importantly, JWI has awareness and prevention programs on the ground as well as big national partnerships. Their programs are aimed at creating a safe space for girls and boys separately and together to discuss relationships, to talk openly about power and control. Take it from me, teens need this. When Lori Weinstein invited me to be here today, I eagerly flew across the country from California to tell my story and encourage you to support JWI. This is an amazing event about success and power, a reflection of women who believe in themselves, have the loving support of others, and it is inspiring. It's wonderful that the money raised by this event is used to help girls develop essential skills and support JWI efforts to prevent abuse. If I had been exposed to JWI's education and training, I would have been spared a lot of pain, humiliation, and heartache. Everyone in this room can help, and I hope that you will continue to do just that, so that your daughter, sister, niece, or friend is never in a situation like I found myself in. Thank you.